What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we're looking at the MTech MT-20-30. It's a little fixed blade neck knife. You know, for one of these little cheaper neck knives, this thing is actually pretty cool. So let's dive into it and let's see what this thing's got. Alright guys, right off the bat, as you can see right here, it doesn't sit too low. Now given I am sitting down, and of course my head might get cut off in the camera, but as you can see, it's going to fit right in between your chest. No problem right there. The sheath is not too large. So right here with the concealed side of it, bam, it's actually not too bad. Now, given if you are somewhere down here in Florida like I am, and you wear the thin, polyester shirts, the fishing shirts, you might be able to see through it, but a cotton t-shirt like this, the print on it is not terrible. Now, if that is going to be a problem, you can still open carry this thing. Don't worry about concealing it. Now, a good thing about this, which I'll show y'all, is this sheath right here. It's a plastic sheath, but it is molded really well. You know, it's the hard plastic right here, so there is no give on that sheath right there. I mean, no matter how hard I squeeze. So they did a good job, at least on this sheath. And again, just the black ball chain right there. Now, I'm glad that the ball chain does not sit super low. You know, the ones that go, all the way down to your belly and you have to sit there and mess with them. This one's actually a good length. Now, of course, this is good length for me. So, maybe that's why I like it. But, sit there, play with it. It does give you the adjustable little spot right here if you want to play with it. Bam, you can play with your length, cut some of those beads off if you need to. Now, smooth pull out on it. So let's go over the knife real quick. So as you can see right here, guys, it is the tan handle, and this is just plastic platings right there. Now the cool thing about it, even though it's so small, it is a full-tang knife right there. It's got the stonewash drop point blade on it, and then your little MTech logo right there. They did incorporate some jimpings right there, but, I mean, if you look at this right here, yeah, I can get 3 fingers. I'm a little bit worried right there. Well, I don't know what's up with my close-up camera today, but if y'all can see, because that choil, it's going to be cutting it close. Now, a 2-finger knife, no problem, but that 3, depending on how big your hands are, you might want to add maybe a bead down here on this lanyard hole to maybe make it just a little bit longer. As you can see right here, you can add just a bead that'll give you a little bit more length and a better grip. They have cut out, grooves for it, but just a little simple fixed blade. And again, I like the stonewash, not much of a choil at all. So not sure how many sharpens that you're actually going to get out of it. But for this to be a little small fixed blade neck knife, this thing is actually pretty cool. So I know the first thing that I want to go do is check out the sharpness on this blade. So that actually wasn't too bad. So let's go ahead, let's do that, and let's go see how sharp this knife really is. Alright, let's check out the sharpness on this thing. So right here on the straight down cut, actually did a lot better than I thought it was gonna do. You saw those rips and tears in there, but I think having a little bit heavier of a blade on it, let's try it at an angle, helped it run the distance. Didn't really catch good there. Yeah, it's hard to catch, but let's try it at an angle once you get in there. A little bit cleaner cut, but having it caught at an angle is going to be a little bit harder. And, just for the sake of it, let's test out this tip. But I already got a feeling, yeah, very minimal push, but it's not going to go through very far. But sharpen this sucker up. You might have a good belly on it, but the tip is a no-go. To be right out of the package like this, I've had it for a while, and it's been in the box getting beat up with all the other ones, given it's been in this sheath. It's still not terrible. You definitely sharpen this sucker up, and it might not be too bad right there. Just be careful because of that small grip. They don't give you a whole lot of room to play with on it. Now, you can use it tactical defense, but more than likely this might just be an EDC type neck knife, especially for the people who already have, you know, their go-to EDCs in their pocket and they like the backup neck knife, this might be one, especially if you're on a budget, to check out. But since there is no pocket clip or anything like that, let's at least get a better look and see how this thing looks on the neck. Alright, so this is what it looks like around the neck right here, and tucked in. Not too bad. The print on it, and I'm wearing a thin shirt and a white shirt, but it still doesn't seem to be too bad. Go ahead, lift up, pull it out, do what you got to do. Maybe on the resheath, don't try to resheath it concealed. Go ahead, pull it back out and resheath that knife just for safety. But bam, there it is, guys. Seems to be super lightweight, and if you work out a lot, because if you have a bigger chest, you know, it might fit down in there a little bit better. But guys, the weight seems to be pretty good. And overall, guys, for a cheap little neck knife like this, it's not too bad at all. You know, it's not too bad. It does have a good bit of weight to be so small like this. So I think that it's actually going to outweigh, you know, for the amount of blade that you're going to get for this knife. It's probably going to be on the heavier side of neck knives, and with that molded plastic sheath with the chain. But one way to find out is to throw it on a scale. So let's go ahead, let's go get the weight and measurements. All right, let's get the measurements on this thing real quick. So right here, full length of the knife is going to be 4.5 inches. So super small with a 2-inch blade on it right there. Now, let's check out the weight on it. Boom. Let's bring this scale out, cut it on. What I'm going to do is weigh it with the sheath first and the chain, just to see how much weight will be on your neck. Okay, not as bad as I thought. So, you know, I was hoping maybe it'd be around 1.9, but that's still not too bad. And then just the knife itself, we're going to be looking at 1.5. So the sheath is definitely going to add a good bit of weight to it. Well, there you have it, guys. Just a quick review on this little MT-20-30 neck knife. I've got the black version right here that I ended up leaving out by the water for a long time. And as you can see what it did to the blade, it actually ate that thing up with rust. But I can buffer that out, no problem. Look at that. See all the rust? Bam. Like, I mean, your bevel, it does run up, but you don't really have much to go with because that choil is not very good. But this is the black version of it compared to the tan version of it. You can't go wrong with either one. You know, my preference would probably be the black one. And I have no reason behind that. Just maybe the look of it. But anyway, guys, if y'all want to go check it out, I'll leave a link in the description below. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if this review helped. Y'all let me know in the comments section. And I'll see y'all in the next one.